What's up, guys? It's Curtis. I'm back. Hey, today's video is going to be a little different than usual. Today I'm actually going to show you something that I actually paid to have someone do to the car. I myself am certainly not a fabricator. I don't have a welder, and also I'm kind of on a crunch as I wanted to get this done before our next drift event. So called in my buddy Oleg, the Mad Russian. He actually has a shop called the Mad Russian's Garage. He's cool shit. You've seen him in some of my videos. He actually has the red S14 with the 2J putting out like 600 horsepower, and he's just bouncing off the rev limiter all the time. I'll show you a little bit of that. So today I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I had done. So, you know, we're kind of going full drift car on this, so check it out. All right, check it out. We're picking up the IS from Oleg's shop here. Had him do a few things to it for me. Get on the Hydro E. He also welded up this guy. Took off my nice zip ties. So Oleg went ahead and installed for me my Nameless Performance Hydro EBrake and Figs Engineering dual caliper setup with Willwood 4-piston calipers. It's pretty amazing. So what he did is actually completely weld or fabricate a new mount for the Hydro EBrake. Let me go to the other side and show you. So because the IS's center console is so tight, I decided that over here was just going to be way too tight to the shifter, and really just ran the risk of interference. And so Oleg and I came up with this location, which I think works beautifully. What he did is he bent a kind of a triangular plate here, and then welded a gusset basically to the tunnel of the car. We've left it open in the front so that we have some adjustability with this front screw if I ever want to like move it laterally. But right now it actually feels perfect. It locks up with no problem, and I'm just so stoked to drift with it. Let me show you guys the back here. So back in the rear, you can see that we have a Willwood caliper in addition to the factory stock, which looks puny on each side. Check that out. That's awesome. And then obviously the factory. So this is a true independent dual Hydro EBrake. Just absolutely quality. We completely, Oleg completely removed the factory EBrake assembly. I'll show you some video because he actually had to, instead of taking off the rear knuckle completely, just cut off the back plate for the factory EBrake on the passenger side. So I'll show you that. But yeah, it just grabs perfectly. Very short throw, and it just locks up the back, just like skirp, skirp. I'll show you guys some footage, but very excited to drift with it in its current. All right, guys. So also another thing that I had Oleg do while it was at his shop. If you recall in my last video from Colorado Springs at the Drift Colorado event, I kept blowing fuel pump fuses, like just literally went through like maybe 15 of them during that day. And so what we decided is, well, number one, to wire the fuel pump independently with a thicker gauge wire, which Oleg did for me while I was at his shop. So I'll show you guys that. So actually completely rewired the fuel pump with a much thicker gauge wire, different grounding or a better ground point. And I'll show you some pictures that he sent me during the install process. Also, I had a wire from the factory O2 sensor, which is really no longer in use, but was still in the downpipe, that had touched the wastegate. I think when we were on kind of that bank section drifting down in Colorado Springs. So actually, that could have been causing the short as well. So yeah, basically what we did is, or Oleg did, is just completely pulled that O2 sensor out, plugged it, and then yeah, so we kind of eliminated that short source. So I think we've corrected the problem of you know, basically having this thing blowing fuses all the time. So really looking forward to the drift event here on July 20th and 21st, Drift Colorado Round 2, as well as a Yankee Zoku kind of open drift day, which are always my favorite. So looking forward to that. I appreciate all you guys for watching, following my build, and I definitely have a lot coming here in the near future. So I'm excited for you guys to watch not only my event videos, but you know, kind of the build videos. I will be also doing kind of a really in-depth walkthrough of the car. I've had a lot of questions in terms of what turbo kit, what engine management, clutch, etc. And yes, I know I'm on the factory W55, but hey, it's been perfect for me. It shifts like butter, and believe me, if it does go, I'm happy to upgrade to a CD09. I've thought about R154, but truly I would love the 6-speed and close ratio CD09, which is, you know, almost bulletproof once you get it going. So thank you guys, and we'll check you soon. Alright guys, to continue on with the interior upgrades, I want to show you some pretty exciting new additions to the IS. So I did go ahead and pick up some racing seats. Before you guys ask, yes, these are replica brides. I do plan at some point of getting an FIA approved seat, but you do have to get those every 2 years when you're in competition. So as I get a little bit further along with the IS, I will buy like a true FIA approved safety seat. But for now, in terms of aesthetics and just holding me in better on the drift course, I think these Bride Lomax knockoffs will be great. Also have some Tanaka knockoff harnesses, but they are a true 4-point harness. So, all right, we got the hydro e-brake in, got the fuel pump situation fixed. So now it is time to get rid of these ugly, heavy, unsupportive stock seats. Okay, so now that I have the factory seats removed, I went ahead and just kind of vacuumed the whole area and cleaned it up. You can see that it was just 4 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts, and then disconnected the power and computer module. The factory seats came out, which are heavy, by the way. So now have our Sparco seat mounts. I'm going to go ahead and fit those in place, just kind of loosely, make sure the bolt holes line up, and then we'll go ahead and get the mounts on the seats, or the brackets on the seats, and then we can go ahead and bolt everything in. As you can see, the Sparco mount, first time, fits absolutely flawless. Just bolts right into place, no fitment issues. That is why you get quality pieces. Now we can go ahead and fit up the brackets and rails. Continue on. So here it is, the seat mounted. This took me about an hour and a half of fidgeting and kind of just moving around the different adjustments to get it exactly where I want it to sit in the car. So I do have the driver's seat connected to a slider. I'm still not positive if I'm going to do the slider on the passenger seat. It's a lot of extra work, and honestly I don't know if it's necessary. It's just extra weight. But have it mounted up on some spacers just to give my rails enough room to move freely there. But yeah, everything fit up pretty nice. Just like I said, took me about an hour. I needed to offset it more in like this general direction because I want it to be closer to my hydro e-brake and my shifter. So I had to take the whole thing apart. So now I'm going to snug everything down, make sure everything's locked into place, and go ahead and put it in the car. I'm in the car, all strapped in. You can see I'm just like perfect grab, perfect shift, perfect hand for the steering wheel. Have control of the windows, door. I'm liking this. So I didn't film actually myself putting in the passenger seat. I just didn't think it'd be that exciting. It's literally the exact same as putting together the drivers, but wanted to show you guys how it looks. I'm so stoked. Got everything mounted. The Hydro E. I'll show you the driver's side. I do have the driver's side up just a little bit higher, just because I do prefer a little bit higher seat, so it's kind of hard to see, but it's like maybe a ½ inch higher. Oh yeah, fits perfect. Grab that Hydro E, the steering wheel on, which is gonna get bigger here soon. Have perfect pedal reach. Yeah, I feel really good with this placement. Overall, the interior's coming along. We got the Hydro e-brake. Got the bride seats, the Tanaka knockoffs. But I'm really excited, guys. We got Drift Colorado Round 2 coming up this next Saturday. Actually, a week and 1 day from today. So Drift Colorado Round 2 at IMI. I'm super excited for that, and I can't wait to see how the IS does with all the new mods. So got the Hydro e-brake on, got my hopefully fuel pump issue fixed, have the new seats and belts, so obviously gonna stay nice and planted where I'm at while I'm driving, and yeah, I'm just really excited for this next event. Have some tires lined up, so appreciate you guys following along with me. Have a great day.